cyberspace. I'm back again. I'm kind of getting fucking, you know what I mean? I'm kind of liking this YouTube shit. I'm getting used to these fucking uploads. I was gonna do some shit, you know what I mean? I was gonna wait a little while before the next one, but shit, I might start fucking posting these up every day. I'm still cussing on this motherfucker. Don't flag my shit, haters. On this fucking upload, what I want to talk about is fucking Seinen anime. I want to talk about the difference between anime like Devilman, Berserk, fucking Black Lagoon, Afro Samurai, and shit that's more mainstream, you know what I mean? The shonen, the fucking big three, of course. So let's get into it. So in anime, you got the big three, right? The big three is Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece. So Naruto, I started watching Naruto when I was like fucking in sixth grade or some shit, and I fuck with Naruto, bro. Naruto was the shit. It was my favorite anime for a while. I was one of those kids in fucking middle school who used to fucking run around like this and shit. You know what I mean? And I didn't start watching anime again until my freshman year. I stopped watching anime in like seventh grade. So I'm like, oh, I'm lame. I fucking watch anime. I lived in a fucking shitty little fucking backwoods town. So I was like, oh, anime's lame. I'm gonna stop watching anime. But like, I watched a lot of anime back then, like Naruto. Of course, I grew up on DBZ. Fucking Shaman King used to come on Saturday mornings. Um, Wolf's Rain. Actually, I got into that later. That was like my freshman year. I remember I watched Wolf's Rain, but like Inuyasha, you know what I mean? Rurouni Kenshin, you know what I mean? Death Note. I was into Death Note back when I was like middle school and shit. So then freshman year, the anime that pulled me back into anime was HOT motherfucking D, that High School of the Dead, for obvious fucking reasons, you know what I mean? High School of the Dead isn't technically a shonen. I mean, a seinen. It's actually like a ecchi, but it has a lot of elements of seinen in it. It just has a super amount of fan service, obviously, which makes it fucking dope. For those of you who don't know, the production company that made High School of the Dead, before High School of the Dead, they made Death Note. And after High School of the Dead, they made it's an anime that's kind of known. I mean, you might have heard of Attack on fucking Titan, you know what I mean? Which pretty much brought anime to where it's at now with, you know what I mean, this huge, like, basically mainstream platform the anime has, you know what I mean? It's still obscure, you know what I mean? It's not like anime is the coolest shit out there, but a lot more people know about anime. Even the people who don't watch anime, they at least are familiar. People have seen One Punch Man on Netflix and shit, you know what I mean? Obviously, I want to shout out Toonami. Toonami is basically, you know what I mean, the catalyst for what's exposed Western audiences like myself to anime, which, you know what I mean, is why I fucking was Hikiko Mori, you know what I mean? After I dropped out of high school, to this day, I'm an amon otaku, you know what I mean? Former otaku. Now I really embrace my love of anime, you know what I mean? My passion for anime. So yeah, this is the big three. You got Naruto. Obviously, Naruto. I feel like Naruto. They lost me with Naruto after the Pain arc ended. After Naruto saved the village, like once the Great Ninja War started, I felt like they were just doing a lot of like watered down shit. It wasn't as ruthless as it was, you know what I mean? They kind of watered it down. They wanted to keep it for a younger demographic, younger audience, which is one of the reasons why I don't fuck with shonen. That's one of the reasons. I grew up loving Naruto. However, Naruto as a series, I was not allowed to grow with it because they kept it for a younger demographic. They didn't allow the fans who already were a part of Naruto's audience to grow with the series. I became a fucking adult, grown ass man, but Naruto, you feel me, as a series was still aimed for children. So that's where they lost me. That's the reason why I'm making this video. That's the reason why I don't fuck with shonen for the most part. So, you know, of course, now they got Boruto. I don't fucking watch Boruto. So, One Piece, I don't like One Piece. I actually went back and watched the original One Piece animation, which made me respect One Piece a little more. I have a lot of respect for that original OVA. I don't know if y'all all know. There's like a One Piece OVA from like the 90s, which actually it made me respect One Piece more. I know One Piece is considered the best. You can't tell One Piece fans shit, but I don't really like One Piece. I don't watch One Piece. I never been into it. Bleach, the best of the big three. You're not gonna tell me otherwise. I mean, honestly, I would say Naruto did do in the earlier, you know, I mean, eras of Naruto, they did do a lot of shit that I would say, it was actually, you know, you might say it's doper than what Bleach did, but Bleach overall, I'm a Bleach fan, you know what I mean? When they canceled it, you know what I mean? That broke my fucking heart when they canceled Bleach, and now I guess they're trying to say they're gonna bring it back with some fucking Boruto, son of Ichigo shit. I hope they just let it fucking be canceled. I don't want to fucking see that shit. It's bullshit. We didn't get the, 1,000 year arc. The fucking Fullbring arc definitely didn't satisfy me as a Bleach fan, being the last arc. Of course, the animation was good, but really, fucking Ichigo crying hysterically on the ground, begging, fucking telling Genjo to give him his powers back. Aw, bro, come on. How y'all let my nigga Ichigo out like that? You know what I mean? How y'all let Ichigo go out like that? So, you know what I mean? Those are the big three. Some of the other popular... Actually, I don't even know any other, like, you know what I mean? I mean, that's the big three right there. So, some other series I want to mention before I start kind of get into, like, the more hardcore shit. There really isn't any, but I'm just going to shout out My Hero Academia. My Hero Academia is a shonen series. It's a newer series that has gained a lot of popularity. I fuck with My Hero Academia. I scaled both seasons. I watched all the episodes. It's one of the only new series that was able to get my attention. As I mentioned in a previous video, I don't get down with Tokyo Ghoul. I thought Dimension W was gonna be dope when it dropped on Toonami. Or I think I might start watching it online, but I wasn't fucking with Dimension W. It was kind of like the animation was cool. The concept seemed cool, but the follow through, I wasn't really feeling it. So that's basically, your realm of shonen. Shonen is basically, and of course Dragon Ball. All right, so and that's the other thing, Dragon Ball Super. I'm a grown ass man. I don't want to watch Dragon Ball Super. I know a lot of niggas who watch Dragon Ball Super still like, no, nigga. I grew up on DBZ, of course. One thing I liked about GT, a lot of people say they hate GT. For one, Super Saiyan 4 transformation is a lot cooler to me than the Super Saiyan Blue or the Super Saiyan Red or the Super Saiyan God forms. I felt like it was maturing, you know what I mean? Like, I felt like it was, even though Goku got turned back into a kid, which was genius because it was taking it back to the Dragon Ball, but I felt like, Gohan, you know what I mean, was a dad working a 9 to 5. Trunks was, like a higher up executive at Capsule Corp. I felt like the storyline was maturing from DBZ, you know what I mean? Like, these are older versions of these characters that we love. Dragon Ball Super is, kind of like the same thing as Naruto. Like, it's just, I'm a grown-ass man. I need some more mature content, you know what I mean? That's what I love about anime. I'm a grown-ass man. I'm not going to just sit and watch cartoons all day. Now, of course, we got Rick and Morty, but I'm not going to sit there and watch, like, Steven Universe, you know what I mean? Eventually, Adventure Time regular show are pretty much done now, you know what I mean? So it's like, I need anime, you know what I mean? I need that. So you got shonen, and then, like, you have kind of the in-between shonen and the hardcore seinen shit I fuck with. You have, like, I guess they consider Cowboy Bebop shoujo. I looked on Wikipedia. I think it said Cowboy Bebop. I don't think Cowboy Bebop is a shoujo. I wouldn't say Cowboy Bebop is shoujo. Like, Sailor Moon is shoujo. You feel me? Inuyasha is fucking shoujo. You might, Rurouni Kenshin, I think, might be considered shonen, but it's kind of, you might say that's shoujo a little bit, but not fucking Cowboy Bebop. I mean, no, I don't really feel like Cowboy Bebop is a shoujo. I mean, it's not quite as brutal as, say, like Devilman, but I wouldn't say it's a shoujo. It's not shonen either, so I don't know exactly what you classify it, but I think, like, between shonen and the hardcore seinen shit, you have basically the Shinichiro Watanabe. You know what I mean? You got Cowboy Bebop, Samurai Champloo, Space Dandy was a great series. You know what I mean? When Space Dandy dropped, there wasn't any other anime I was watching, so I definitely came to love Space Dandy. I've rewatched both seasons again. You know what I mean? I relived that, experience of watching it again. So I definitely fuck with Space Dandy. Space Dandy was dope as fuck. And Terror and Resonance, I feel like, is one of the best anime that's come out in, like, the last 5 years as far as animation, story, just as an example of what anime can be as a medium. Terror and Resonance, bar none. So the realm of anime I like to be in is seinen, the hardcore shit. So starting, that's, back in the day, one of the more popular hardcore is Fist of the North Star. But Fist of the North Star, I think, is considered shonen, or it was published as a shonen. But Fist of the North Star is definitely brutal. That's the one where the nigga, he's basically like an anime Bruce Lee. He fucking hits them with the 1,000 combination. He's like, no, 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 no. And then he's like, you're already dead. You know what I mean? And they're like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's like all Mad Max, barbarians in a dystopian future, and then their fucking heads explode and shit. Everyone knows about Fist of fucking North Star, you feel me? So yeah, Fist of North Star is more, I would consider Fist of North Star, it's a classic. It's an old school anime. I would consider it more in the realms of the hardcore seinen shit I fuck with. But if you want to get down to the real nitty gritty, Ninja Scroll 1993, which was some of Ninja Scroll, I guess I was doing some reading on Wikipedia. I guess they used to play like some footage of Ninja Scroll on like MTV back in the day when MTV had that animation segment, and that was part of what made anime start becoming popularized to where we got Cowboy Bebop. Of course, Evangelion Genesis. I know it's considered one of the best anime. I recently seen like the ending. They had like on YouTube like the 20 minutes of like the ending, not the full ending, but like the last episode, and I see why now. People say it's one of the best, but it's not one of my favorite anime. I haven't even watched the full series all the way through, you know what I mean? But it definitely deserves its respect because the sequences that I seen from like the last episode was fucking amazing. It really was amazing. I see why it's considered one of the best. Um but so you got like Ninja Scroll and then of course Devilman. Let's talk about Devilman a little bit because we got Devilman Crybaby coming soon. The Mazinger Z movie, Mazinger Z Infinity, is dropping. It's the 50th anniversary of Go Guys. I think it's a 50th anniversary of like his career as a creator. I'm pretty sure that's what the 50th anniversary is. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. But with Devilman, bro, Devilman to me is one of the most significant anime historically, you know what I mean? Just because of how many evolutions and how long it's maintained its longevity. So back in the 70s, like I believe the series, the original anime dropped in like 72, 73. It ran for like 39 episodes. There was a crossover movie with Devilman and Mazinger Z. And if you're not familiar with who Go Nagai is, for one, he created Devilman, one of the most iconic characters in anime. For two, he created Honey Cutie, which is arguably one of the first Magic Girl anime. Magic Girl animes like Sailor Moon being one of the most popular genres. A newer Magic Girl anime being Kill La Kill, which was actually dope. I watched all of Kill La Kill. I feel like if Kill La Kill had like a Bleach budget, it'd be one of the best anime out. Regardless if it's about clothes and shit, like it just shows you that anime can literally be about anything and make it fucking cool. You feel me? Like a talking fucking schoolgirl uniform and it's all about clothes and that shit's fucking dope. It wasn't that fucking Jaden Smith shit on Netflix, you feel me? It was some dope ass shit. So he created like arguably the first Magic Girl series. Mazinger Z, I believe, is like the first real mecha, like in the fucking suit, people operating the mecha bots, you know, in them like their cars. So he created Mazinger Z. There was a Devilman Mazinger Z crossover movie in 1973. Moving forward, 1987, we get Birth of Devilman, which was basically the same time that we started getting the first trilogy of Urosugi Doji, Legend of the Overfiend. If you're not familiar with Urosugi Doji, Legend of the Overfiend, that's literally what opened the door for Demon Tentacle Hentai. If you don't know what Demon Tentacle Hentai is, and people outside of Amanu Takus and Otakus and Hikikomoris know what Demon Tentacle Hentai is if you say it. And if you have no idea, well, this video is not for you. So, you know what I mean? You can feel free to leave. But, yeah, so around at the same time that we're getting Urosugi Doji Legend of the Overfiend, the original trilogy, which I consider, it's one of my favorite anime, bar none. I feel it's one of the best animations in anime ever done. The original trilogy, not the whole Urosugi Doji series. 2 was whack. 3 is a good hentai. 4 and 5 whack. I haven't got a chance to watch all of the new saga Urosugi Doji. I've seen some of it. It wasn't bad, but it definitely doesn't compare to the original Legend of the Overfiend. I actually just fucking read this Urosugi Doji Legend of the Overfiend book 3 that I copped off Amazon. Shout out to whoever owned this before me. It was passed on into hands to really appreciate the mythos. It was really dope to see the original source material and to see like Toshio Maida's straight up Urosugi Doji manga in comparison to the anime, which, you know, of course he didn't himself, you know, adapt. But yeah, definitely dope. So Birth of Devilman was 87 during that really hardcore just 80s tentacle hentai, like brutal fucking. So that's why Devilman, I guess, is considered shonen, the original manga. But I feel like the anime, when it comes to the anime, when you're talking about Birth of Devilman, it leaped into Seinen. That's definitely not like, you know, you're not gonna put Birth of Devilman on for some little kids, you know what I mean? So Birth of Devilman, 1990, I believe Demon Bird. I don't know, Demon Bird I don't feel is that good of a Devilman installment, but it's important for the franchise. Then in I think 2000, I don't think it's 01, I'm pretty sure it's year 2000, we got fucking Amon, the Dark Side Devilman. I call it Devilman Apocalypse. I'm not sure if that's like an official title of it, but Amon Dark Side Devilman, which was adaptation of the Dark Side Devilman manga, which was a darker Seinen. It's considered Seinen. It was a darker take of the Devilman universe. Up until when they just dropped that Cyborg 009 versus Devilman a few years ago, there was no Devilman. That was literally our last Devilman installment. But then, fortunately, they brought Cyborg 009 versus Devilman, which I guess created enough hype to where now we're getting Devilman Crybaby. If you're not familiar with Cyborg 009, it's one of the earlier anime. 1966, I believe, was the first animation. It was in color. It's very important and historic in anime, history. The Cyborg 009 team is the first superhero team of Japan. Basically, they're Avengers. The first superhero was actually created in Japan. Agambato. Go do some research on that if you're not familiar. But yeah, so Cyborg 09 versus Devilman, I talked a little about that in one of the last two videos I did. I think the first one, the Welcome to My Podcast video, I talked about it a little bit. That obviously Devilman was overshadowed by the Cyborg 009 characters, but obviously it was good for the franchise because now we're getting Devilman Crybaby, which is looking to be a fucking classic, a fucking masterpiece. It kind of looks like they're just incorporating everything from all the Devilman from as far back as the classic all the way through. Fuck the live action. We don't acknowledge that. So yeah, bro, you got Devilman. So with the Seinen hardcore brutal anime, you got like Devilman, Ninja Scroll, Fist of the North Star, High School of the Dead, definitely a more mature anime, Now we have Attack on Titan, you feel me, from that same production company. And then you have Berserk. Of course, like I mentioned, Berserk. Unfortunately, Berserk being, from what I've seen, obviously one of the best manga ever created, art-wise, mythology-wise, story-wise, one of the best fucking manga ever created. However, we never have gotten the right adaptation. It's sad that the dated ass 90s is the best. You know what I mean? I was first exposed to Berserk with the fucking Golden Age arc was the first. I didn't even know really about Berserk. Like I think I might have known it was an anime, but I wasn't familiar with the mythology. So when I seen the movies, I was blown away just off the mythology value. The value of the mythology, the story. I was completely blown away by the time I finished the third movie. Just because I'd never been exposed to Berserk, I was just like, whoa, what the fuck? I got past the shitty animation, And I've tried to watch other CGI anime, I didn't. I wasn't able to finish it. Ajin, I tried to watch. The animation's fucking terrible. Definitely Berserk is one of those hardcore, brutal Seinen anime. I hope we can get like a Urosuke Doji Legend, the Overfiend, Devilman adaptation of Berserk. It definitely needs it. Parasite the Maxim came out 2014. It was definitely a good series. Parts of it lag, Parts of the story lag. However, it's definitely one of my favorite series, especially of the newer series. I definitely feel like Parasite Maxim was way better than Tokyo Ghoul. It shouldn't even have ended so quickly. I wish they would do another season of Parasite the Maxim. Parasite was fucking dope as shit. It was a dope Seinen anime. It had those little romantic elements that, people seem to like, and some of those more like, frilly anime, like the weird shit that like otakus watch with their fucking girlfriend pillows and shit, So I felt like it had something for everybody, at least for everybody in the anime audience, So, I don't know, for me, just being a grown-ass man, Seinen is my demographic, being 18-year-old to 40-year-old males. However, I feel like Seinen, if we kind of pulled back on some of the more brutal Urosuke Doji elements to kind of push people away, I feel like maybe more people would be open to it. I definitely would like to see more Seinen out there. We don't have to go all the way as far as Hell Knight Ingrid, we don't have to go all the way to Demon Tentacle Hentai, but there's definitely a lot we can take from Urosuke Doji, Berserk, Fist of North Star, Devilman, and we can create some dope series, that are in the Seinen genre, but I feel like if we did a series like that, if a series like that was created correctly, it could reach a wide audience like Attack on Titan has. Obviously, Attack on Titan is basically a Seinen. The violence pretty much puts it at a level of Seinen, even though it's kind of like Eren Yeager is kind of like a shonen character. It's basically showing you, how well a series like that would do. Or even Berserk. If Berserk was given, Attack on Titan adaptation, it would do numbers, bro. It would do numbers, and it would definitely be big for anime. It definitely would allow anime to reach the mainstream audience who doesn't necessarily watch anime. I want to also acknowledge Mob Psycho 100 was dope. I wasn't big on One Punch Man, but when Mob Psycho dropped, I was like, oh yeah, this is fucking dope. I fuck with Mob Psycho 100. Just throwing out there, how fucking ill would it be if there was a Mob Psycho, or a Mob Psycho where he was older, like if he was like, you know what I mean, at his peak, like Ichigo's age, or like, you know what I mean, Mob Psycho, 18 years old, you know what I mean, 100%. If he had the full 100%, he was older, like an older high school version of Mob. I feel like that would be fucking insane. Just throwing that out there. Yeah, so I just feel like we need some more mature anime. I feel like the reason why anime isn't getting to where it needs to go is just because it's not being allowed to grow. You know what I mean? A series like Bleach gets canceled before it can hit its peak. A series like Naruto, the audience who grew up with it, not allowed to grow with the series. Things like that. Only doing one season, only doing 13 episodes. You know what I mean? A series like Gantz. Oh, how did I forget about fucking Gantz? You might have seen the Gantz fucking movie on Netflix. Fuck that. You need to go back and watch the anime. Some shit like that, you know what I mean? But oh, it's too brutal. Gantz, it has like 300 volumes. Why didn't we get a full adaptation of Gantz? Why did we only get 26 episodes? And then they bullshitted us with the last 6, you know what I mean? With the little filler arc, a little Fullbring arc. So that's what I'm saying. Shit like that. And oh, how did I forget Afro, bro? Afro motherfucking Samurai. Arguably, and I don't even think you can debate me, if not the best, one of the best anime ever created. Period. And it's an American black anime, you know what I mean? Definitely, I think I should I definitely want to acknowledge Boondocks, you know what I mean, to show you know what I mean, the anime can be created in America, you know what I mean, and on top of that, it's black, you know what I mean, Afrofuturistic, you know what I mean, black culture and anime coming together. We obviously see from Boondocks, Afro Samurai, Samurai Champloo with the hip hop. We see how well black culture and anime blends, you know what I mean? So we definitely need more of that. Michigo and Hatchin was a dope series. Obviously, Avatar Nickelodeon was, you know, more cartoon, but definitely anime influenced. I fucking watched Legend of Korra. I actually got to meet, you know what I mean, the voice actress of Legend of Korra at SAC Anime. And I got to meet Toshio Miyata a few years ago at SAC Anime, which was dope as fuck. That was ill, and it was literally like a month after I watched all the Urosuki Doji part 1 through 5. I fucking got to meet Toshio Miyata. That was big for me as a monotaku, you feel me? So I just wanted to do this video to kind of talk about the direction where I wish I could see anime go, and kind of, you know what I mean, give y'all some anime that you might not have been exposed to, you know what I mean? You can reference any of these and go watch them, you know what I mean? I don't know if I'm forgetting anything, but I don't want my computer to run out of memory before I finish this video, and that was pretty much everything I wanted to say. So if there's anything I forgot, I'll put it in the next one. As always, stay devious. This has been Village Native TV. I'm Russ Ruthus, the Village Abbot, aka Traveler of the Ments. Peace, power, and light. Go watch more anime.